Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy Hearthwarming, just happy holidays in general, Four Townies, and welcome back to Cooking with May. Yes, after a long couple months, we're finally back with to make a special holiday meal for Christmas for the Christmas season. Today we are making a classic Christmas sugar cookies. And joining me today, once again, is my friend Helene Zassman.
Hi everyone.
And I'm sorry if I forgot my apron for this, but I'm just wearing my PJs, but for the holiday's sake, some jobs just require you to get a little messy. So, let's begin. We are ready. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing a sweatshirt because there might be boys watching this. But before we start, here are like some of the materials. You'll need the ones that you can use whatever you want, but you'll just need a set of Pillsbury cookie dough, of Pillsbury sugar cookie dough, because I use that because that's my favorite, and as well as like a set of Christmas, and as well as some sprinkles, M&Ms, or eyeballs in case you want to make Santa or a snowman. So for the first tip, you need to preheat your oven before cooking to 350 degrees. If there are any kids watching, you may need an adult to help you. And Helene has already done that for me, so we don't need to wait through that. Now I'll hand the camera over to Helene so we can start baking. All right. Okay, everyone. First things first. You need to get out a cookie tray, and you need to get out a cooking tray and place several rounds of cookie dough at least 2 inches apart on an ungreased cooking sheet, like so. And get some kitchen shears. Now you have to make sure that each of these are nice and even. So we go in here like this, and good, and here, over here, and here, and here. All right. Now, it seems like that we didn't put like all of the cookie dough in here, but to make it maybe to make this like a lot easier, you can just you have to make sure that all of this has to remain that all of the cookies on this sheet on like a sheet on the sheet that you have is on there, and you have to make sure they stay nice and even, like so. Helene is making sure each one of these are not too close to each other. Good job, my friend.
Thank you. Unless you want to make a snowman, you can put them together.
You heard her. If you want to do one, whatever you want to, if you want to do something else with that, whatever you want to do is fine.
Okay, so now we have.
And the next step, and now it is time to bake. You have to place the cookie dough sheet into the oven and make sure to bake them for about 13 to 17 minutes. Until the edges are nice golden brown. Then you have to cool them for 2 minutes and remove them from the sheet. So, I will have my assistant here start up the oven. All right. Actually, I'm going to do this myself. So, press start. Why isn't this working?
Because we already have it on.
Oh.
Why don't we just put the timer on your phone for 13 minutes?
I was just going to start on here.
Okay.
13.
Timer. Wait, yeah, go back.
You having trouble?
Oh, hey, Dad. Yeah, we do actually need some help. By the way, say hi to my audience.
Hello, audience. What are you trying to do?
We're trying to start up the timer.
For 13 minutes.
Oh, I've never used that.
Yeah, we started, but then I don't know what happened.
You gotta set a temperature first. Hit bake or something.
Yeah, we're already on there. Okay.
Oh, okay. 13 minutes.
And press start.
There you go.
And now, folks, we play the waiting game.
I didn't know you were doing video. I walked in.
And now, folks, we play the waiting game while we wait for them to cook. There will be a slight intermission, so while you're cooking the video, feel free. After you guys have started, feel free to pause and take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back. By the way, folks, if your cookies are not done yet, but your timer goes off anyway, don't worry. You could just keep them in for a little bit longer. And we are back, folks. And I am pleased to say the cookies are ready. The cookies are ready. Now, Now once your cookies are done, all you have to do is remove them from the oven and place them on a cookie sheet so that they can cool off for 2 minutes. Once they're done, you can take them off. Yummers, am I right? Oh, and here's a little safety tip before we continue. Be careful if you're going to take them out the oven alone, because it's going to be very hot. The safe thing to do to take them out without getting burnt is to put on a pair of mittens, like my friend Helene is wearing right now.
Oven mittens, right? Oven mitts.
Yeah, that's what I just meant.
Mm-hmm.
And now we wait for them to cool.
Okay, so let's turn the oven off. Do you want to turn it off? There we go.
And the cookies are cooled. Now it's time for you to break them apart and to take them off the tray and break them apart. Helene here will basically use a spatula to take them off to take them off, because it makes it easy. Look at her go. I'm just gonna break this apart. Some of these are a little mushy, but that's okay. But some of these are maybe a little mushy, but that's okay. Like, we all make mistakes. And all right. And now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. Decorating the cookies. Now here we have several decorating material. We're using Christmas themed sprinkles, some M&Ms, and some candy eyes in case you want to make a face. Oh, and granulated sugar. Forgot to mention that before. So all we have to do first is get a plate so that we can decorate. Hey, that rhymed. Sorta. Once again, make sure to use the spatula so that, because it's still maybe a little hot, there, and be sure to have enough cookies on your plate so that it doesn't get too full.
Is that good?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Now I'll have Helene take the wheel while we decorate. Sorry about that. Anywho, let us begin. Should we put like the granulated sugar on first or something?
If you want to make it look like a snowman or something like that, or a snowball, it's up to you.
Take your word for it. You could probably use like some of these to make a face. Or you could use, or unlike me, you could use frosting. This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought.
You want to try something else, and I'll try.
Oh, I got it. Oh, and make sure to shake it so that you don't put too much, so that you don't spill too much of the sugar on them. I'll just take that off. And if you also want to, oh, and probably if you want, and you can put some eyeballs on it and if you have granulated sugar on them or vanilla frosting, because whatever you want to do is fine. Sorry about this, folks. You could use them to make it. You could use them to make them look like the face of a snowman. So for a snowman, we'll need 2 eyes. This is gonna. Man, I should have just done this when sticking them to the plate.
Do we have frosting?
Pause the thing. Okay, so maybe if you don't want to make a snowman because apparently you forgot to stick them in before you cook, that's okay. You could also add a bit more sugar with some red and green crystal sprinkles. Yay! All you have to, like with the granulated sugar before, you have to make sure to shake as many as you can on your cookie, but make sure not to spill it too much. But also, please make so this way we don't want to overdo it. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Seriously though, if you are putting snowman on, if you want to make a snowman cookie, make sure to put the eyeballs for the eyes and the M&Ms for the nose on the cookie before you bake. Seriously, it buys you a lot of time. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. La da 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 da. I hope you're enjoying my amazing voice as I put sprinkles on. We're actually going to do more of these later on, but for now, that is how you make Christmas sugar cookies. I hope you enjoyed this video and came up with some faithful tips so that you can have a nice holiday treat to give to Santa or share amongst your friends and family. Happy holidays, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.